All right, let's get this over with. Hello everyone, hope you're having a good day today. You already know the latest drama with Pokemon Sword and Shield, especially just with the National Dex not being in the games. There's nothing really more for me to add at this point because there's already dozens of videos out there just explaining everything that's wrong with Gen 8 so far and what Game Freak is doing wrong and what could be done right. Normally, I would like to spend the time to really gather my thoughts, put a more elaborate video together, and there's not a whole lot for me to add at this point other than just simply stating I do not plan on purchasing Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, if you're planning on purchasing this game, that's totally fine. I'm not here to tell you not to get it. That's your decision, and I'm happy that you feel that the game is still going to be fun and worth getting. I, unfortunately, don't feel it's worth my time and money anymore. Like I said, there are a lot of reasons. You can go out there and find the videos yourself. The biggest issue being obviously the National Dex. But there's a lot of other things with Game Freak that I'm frustrated with. And it's really just that they do not care anymore. They have not put their priorities into Pokemon. And this is just really frustrating and depressing to see one of my favorite franchises go down like this. This is the biggest brand in the world, and clearly there's not a money issue. There's not a employee number issue. It's not even a tech issue anymore because this is the Switch. We should be surpassing 3DS games, and what is going on? There's all this talk about the animations, the Pokemon animations, the move animation. I've seen videos about the character animations being recycled. And, I've reached a point where I'm like, you want me to pay $60 for this game that should be way, way more. The quality should be significantly bigger and better, and it's not. There's like no improvement. And it's not just like, oh, well, it's the 3DS. No. This is the Switch. We can run Dark Souls. We can run Skyrim. Like, there's no reason for this limit. There's absolutely no reason for these limitations other than they do not care about Pokemon anymore. How weird is it that they have Team A focusing on non-Pokemon titles like this town coming up, and they have a B team, not the first team, B team, to focus on Pokemon. They're not even focusing on Pokemon anymore. And they've admitted to not putting all their time and priority into it. So what I don't understand is, how do you do this to a franchise that has made you billions of dollars and just put it on a side burner? Like, I understand that they want to make new games. That's great. Good for them. I support that. But they really need to shift their priorities for the biggest game that has ever been in their lives. This can't be good for these other games that they're focusing on. Like, I can't imagine Town is going to be a well-received game at this point. And above all this, if they were to just announce that they would patch the game, if they would just release the remaining National Dex Pokemon later, that would be fine. I'd be much happier with that. But the fact that they have already decided that's not going to happen, that hurts. That's really low. That's really low of them. And I think really the best solution is to delay the game. Like how Nintendo has already delayed Metroid Prime 3, Animal Crossing. I would rather this game be delayed and end up being fantastic than what this piece of crap is that they're throwing out there and want $60 from you. That's what really pisses me off about all this, is that they just do not care. They're not going to put any more effort into it when they honestly haven't put any more effort into it. And it's just so frustrating to see this go down. And it's not just that, the whole removing features from these games every generation and putting in new things that we didn't ask for. Like, come on. This dynamaxing, this gigantamaxing thing, don't care, didn't ask for it. I'm sure it's fun, but I'd rather not have that and have the features, the basic features of all the Pokemon be in the game. I don't know why that's such a hard concept. And of course, we get Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, another Kanto remake that no one asked for. No one wanted this, but they put the time making that game, which is a shame because it does look fun. I played 5 minutes of it. I enjoyed it. I don't own it yet, but maybe if it were on sale, I would consider. But it comes down to the principle. We're just at a weird place now where you have to gamble what they're gonna keep and drop in these new games. And like, I've had it. It's emotionally taxing to see your favorite franchise just fall apart like this. And it's just, it's such a shame. It's a real shame because I had weird feelings about Sun and Moon before it came out. And when it came out, I was very hesitant. I wasn't sure. Got the game, and it was fine. Look, it's my least favorite Pokemon game. I have not played it again since. And I had higher hopes for Gen 8. Before E3, Pokemon Sword and Shield was looking great. And then E3 came, And as soon as National Dex came out, I thought, you gotta be kidding me. Like, how are we not improving? It's so weird. It's just so weird. Like, several months ago, I made a video, titling Future Pokemon Games Make Me Nervous. And it's scary how right I was to feel that way, because now we're faced with a Pokemon game that looks like it could be fun. The Galar region looks exciting to me. I like the design of that. I like what that region has to offer us and the Pokemon there. And it's a real shame that I am now faced with these feelings against Game Freak, and I've decided I don't want to buy this game anymore. I don't want this game because it's about the principle. They have done us a disservice. We are unsatisfied customers, and they don't care because they know that people are going to purchase it and they're just going to make millions again. If you want their attention, if you want them to learn from this, hit them where it hurts. Don't buy the game, hurt their wallets. Now, I do realize that there are a lot of parties that kind of factor into this. There's Game Freak, there's Nintendo, there's Pokemon Company, there's a lot of different hands involved in this, and it definitely seems like Game Freak is the main person at fault here. But I truly wish that Nintendo would hand this off to a completely different company. I feel like there's better companies out there that would do so much more justice for the Pokemon fans out there. Game Freak has made it obvious they don't care anymore, and I don't care about them anymore. They have lost my trust. But the other side of it is that there are some fans out there that have made some very crude comments towards Game Freak and employees. And that's not all right. I don't wish that on them. I'm just frustrated with them. They are people too. I don't doubt that games are hard to make. It's just from a fan's point of view, from a consumer's point of view, when you see that Pokemon hasn't really changed in 6 years, it's time to speak up. And it is awesome that we live in a time where we can say something and they will see it and they can respond to it, even though they didn't really respond well to it. All right, but with that being said, these are just my opinions about it, all right? I know that not everyone agrees with me, but there's a lot of people that do agree with me. I just don't think I can buy this game anymore, and it's out of principle. If you disagree with me, if you think that this game is going to be good and fun, I'm very happy for you. I'm honestly a little jealous because I wish I felt that way. I really do wish I felt that way again. But, if you disagree with what I have to say, tell me why in the comments, because I'm genuinely curious to both sides of it here. I mean, there have been some very angry people, and I want to hear your thoughts too, but I also want to see the other side of it because this is a very weird time for Pokemon. I don't know. Anyways, I do appreciate the latest comments and views and subscribers and blah, blah, blah from other videos. That's awesome to see that while I've just kind of been busy with life. I've got more coming down the pipe. This was just something that needed to get out there. Just got to get it out there because for the love of Arceus, this has just been awful to watch. Anyways, I'm done here. Have a good one, y'all.